chapter of the
timed
book.
it right before the auction. That's some great timing, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you answer 6, then
66 rupees.
yes, you will be rich. How much did you get for this?
KL Rahul.
Oh, no.
No. Wait, don't take my dollar away.
It's getting intense.
I want to win this dollar.
Oh my God, you know the actual answer? I thought the answer was no one. One cricketer recently, it was found that his Instagram bio said part-time cricketer. Who was the cricketer?
Given the kind of crap that you comedians get in trouble for, this is tame.
Yeah, this is tame. Yeah. So that doesn't I was trying to figure out your highest score in cricket. Right? And I was like, this guy must have definitely scored like a triple. And your highest score is 169.
He's a gritty player, kind of grafts his way through his innings. He's not like flamboyant, like bang, bang, bang. No, he's not that. 80 cents, not $1. 80 cents you give me.
Yeah. No, I'll give you full.
80 cents.
It's going to cost a lot to me. The amount I'm making from Hong Kong cricket sixes is going to you. I was curious, like this 36 and 46, and now today India A play against Australia. They also got all out for about 107. I'm curious if you were in a situation where you were, say, coming down when your team was, say, 27 for 4 or 9 for 4, let's say. How would you approach it differently from what everybody's done so far?
I reckon, given the way cricket's played today and the manner in which it's played, I have a feeling that we will see such scores if the conditions get difficult. Because in the past, the way cricket, the approach to cricket was so different that if wickets were tough, then people would dig in, and and kind of hang in there and catch blows, and much like what Pujara did in the previous Australian tour, right? Like it was tough, but he hung in there, kind of took all the blows and sort of made that, and that is Test cricket. It kind of reveals character. You get battered and bruised, but you kind of wear it as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
But that's not the way cricket's played at this point in time, and cricket's kind of moved on from there. At least it's moved to a place where the likes of an actual traditional Test cricketer doesn't really exist in many Test sides today. I think in Australia there's a Manas Labuskakne who does the role for them. But for India, at this point in time, there's no one who's playing that role.
Yeah. The
role of a wall, like a Pujara or a Rahul Dravid, or a Mohammad Yusuf, or formerly Yusuf Yohana, for Pakistan. Like one guy who's just holding one end up, just anchored up, and then everyone's revolving around him. And you always had 2 or 3 of them in a batting lineup, and now we barely have them. Like in England, there's maybe Joe Root's got the versatility to do both, but outside of that, nobody in that English side. Dean Elgar for South Africa used to do it. Just kind of hang in there. Doesn't look pretty, but it's really effective. Yeah. So we don't have that kind of cricket. So because there's not that kind of cricket or cricketers left who play those kind of innings, you'll see these kind of scores. Because the other guys are trying to, bash their way out of it. Which is why even, I think the Test series kind of went the way it did against New Zealand and going the way it's going. Because no one's willing to kind of dig in and do the hard work in the sense of, kind of putting a stop on their ego and saying, what, I'll bat and I'll just figure a way out, become one with the wicket.
Yeah, become one with the wicket, very matrix of it.
Yeah, there's no, that is not there at this point in time with the way. And so the entertaining side is you'll get results in every game. From the purist point of view, you lose out on character building, character revealing kind of innings and outcomes.
Yeah, and oddly enough, Australia have 2 of those in this series. This is Labuskagne, as you said, and Usman Khwaja.
Khwaja is also a little bit more free-flowing now than he used to be. But Manas is someone who that, he'll beat the opposition down and grind them down to a halt. He's one of those. Even with Usman, he takes his time, but once he gets into the flow, then he flows. He plays the reverse sweep, all of those shots are there.
Yeah.
It's not like Manas doesn't. But Manas is also he's a gritty player, kind of grafts his way through his innings. He's not like flamboyant, like bang, bang, bang. No, he's not that.
Just to talk about the BGT once more. Suddenly India doesn't seem to have any fast bowlers. Or do we? Because from the outside perspective, Bumrah obviously is there. And Siraj has been up and down in Test cricket, etc., etc. We have Prasidh Krishna, we have Harshit, who's not played a Test ever. What do you think? And Akashdeep, of course, who's been doing well.
An interesting topic. I think we'll have to really look after Bumrah, simply because of the fact that Shami is not fully ready. And we hope that Shami gets ready by the time the second Test comes around. He'll get a couple of Ranji Trophy games to kind of look at his ankle and see if that's recovered, so to speak. I'm hoping that those games go well for him, because you can't push someone too soon into test cricket.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about it. The workload's very, very different. Your body has to get used to the conditioning again, especially when you're coming back from an injury, because there will always be imbalances when you're playing test cricket, in the sense when you're coming back from an injury. And so when you're coming back from an injury, if those imbalances are not paid attention to, and you don't bring yourself back to proper conditioning of bowling in test cricket, then you can get another injury, which would be an added issue for India. So Bumrah needs to be managed carefully. Shami hopefully gets ready by the time the second test comes around. Gives a great opportunity for the likes of Prasidh Krishna, the likes of Harshit Rana to kind of put their hands up and say, you know what, we're ready for this. Mayank Yadav would have been a great, exciting kind of pick for this, but again, you have to use these guys very, very carefully. Because if you take them, you blood them too soon and they're not ready. You have to understand the way cricket's also played right now. The focus is a lot more on white ball cricket than it is on red ball cricket. And he's also kind of recovered from an injury, and he's just gotten ready to play white ball cricket where he's bowled 4 overs. Now, there's a huge difference between in bowling 4 overs in a match and bowling 30 overs in a day. The conditioning required, and the kind of effort it takes on a fast bowler as well. So if you're cognizant of all of these aspects, then it does feel a little thin at this point in time. But I look at it as a massive opportunity for the likes of Prasidh Krishna to make a big name for himself, to become a main, like a stronghold in that Indian fast bowling lineup, because he's got the potential to become it. Harshit is someone who showed a lot of promise. He's got a lot of oomph about him, which I like. You gotta love that, and I like that about him. So I like a fast bowler with a little bit of an attitude. It's nice. And they have that swagger about. Quite like it. So I'm hoping that Harshit also can make a name for himself. Akash has been a steady bowler. So I think he'll continue to be so. I don't know how much the conditions will help him though with the way that he bowls in Australia. I'm hoping to be surprised by him.
I mean, or it might just be Kohli, like just opening the bowling. It might go back to 1980s India.
And Ashwin's always there. Ashwin, I think you make him bowl on a glass top wicket, he'll do something for you. The intent with which he bowls has been amazing. Washi Sundar has turned up again just at the right time. So let's see.
I want to talk to you about something else, which is that I was trying to figure out your highest score in cricket, right? And I was like, this guy must have definitely scored like a triple. And your highest score is 169.
I scored a 100 against Jharkhand, but it wasn't the Ranji Trophy.
What is that?
It's called the Diamond Jubilee. So it's a precursor to the Ranji Trophy. So it's the preparatory tournaments to the Ranji Trophy.
Wow.
So 169, yes, is my highest first class score.
And I was like, okay, 169 is also, I mean, it's not like a small score. 169 is great. And that was in a 50 over match.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this guy? So what is up with you? Why are you scoring 169 in a 50 over match?
I felt like 150, 160 was enough to portray my talent to play for India.
Okay, I want to ask you this. Okay, so if you were playing in this current era of Indian cricket, would you be one of the Garden Ghumnewalla with Rohit Sharma people, or would you not? Do you think you would qualify to be in the Garden Ghumning gang, which is currently Sarfaraz, Jaiswal, Jorel, and I think Rishabh Pant is unofficial. It's like, do you think you would qualify?
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. These kids are different. They're built very differently. Seriously dedicated cricketers, and someone who understands their craft really well, and they put in a lot of effort into their craft. So I have a lot of respect for them, and I have a lot of respect for their determination. Because just the names you picked, right? The likes of a Sarfaraz, to have overcome all that he's overcome and continue to stay determined to get into that Indian side and get a 150, after 6 test matches, and then, score runs but get that nice 100 in his fashion, in the way he played. Phenomenal. And Yash is a proper cricket nut, man. He's a proper cricket nerd, and coming from where he comes from, to have made it as big as he has, phenomenal. I couldn't be more happy for these guys.
Dude, so Mushir Khan said that his dad said that hamara 100 150 pe chalu hota hai. So I like how Sarfaraz reached their 150 and then got out. He's like, I've achieved the family 100 and I'm good to go. It also comes back to like the BJT seems to be like for a test batter or a bowler, it seems to be like the pinnacle of everything, barring like maybe the WTC final or whatever it is. So everybody's curious to see how Sarfaraz will go. Do you think he's going to go well because he's got the square of the wicket shots and all the rest of that stuff? How do you think he's going to go there?
Yeah, I think he's actually going to do pretty well. That's my feeling. Given his style of batting and given the style in which Australians bowl, I'd imagine the likes of a Mitchell Starc bowling quick and as full as possible, and peppering him once every while, but the likes of a Hazelwood hitting back of a length, and that back of a length would be just in the right areas for the likes of a over Sarfaraz. So, and Pat Cummins against the lengths he naturally hits, run opportunity areas for someone like Sarfaraz. So, if he's good with square of the wicket runs, then if he's going to be prepared for that, then I think he's in for some runs.
Okay, I hate to do the hacky thing and ask you, but what is going to be the result of the BGT tell me every single match the results. Who's going to win the toss?
What do I want it to be?
You can't make a prediction, right? It's a very annoying thing to ask.
Yeah, it's like to ask any cricketer what the prediction is going to be of a series even before it started.
Yeah.
It's like, you ask me like one test in, I'll tell you what the score will be. Like you get an inclination of, you get a feel of, the energies within the group, what's happening, how they've turned up. And then, so that's why, a lot of cricketers will say, like genuinely, even after the first test match, you can't really say. Maybe after the second test match, you'll be able to say, this is where I feel it'll go.
Yeah.
Because there are 5 test matches, so it's a long way, man.
Yeah, man.
25 days of cricket. How can you predict 25 days of cricket even before one day is even played?
And 25 days across like 45 days. So it's a long period. I say India's going to win 3-2. I've made the prediction. What we can do is we can take a cut of you saying all different scorelines and then we use that later. Let's genuinely do that. Let's say you say India wins 3-2, 4-1, and then we'll use that one. Say, dude, Robin predicted it. This guy's a genius. So welcome to the HK6's brand new show called 6 Topics, where I'm allowed to ask only 6 topics from my guest. So I would ask you how you are, but that would be
one topic.
So forget how you are. You're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Let's assume that wasn't a question.
Yeah, that wasn't a question.
I wanted to do a quiz with you. It's a cricket quiz based on current topics. And if you answer, you get up to $1 Hong Kong.
Okay.
Which is 11 rupees.
You mean if I answer one question, $1 Hong Kong?
Yes. So if you answer 6, then
66 rupees.
Yes, you will be rich. How much did you get for this? For this whole thing. Okay, so these are 6 questions. Okay, Glenn Maxwell recently said that he was blocked by Virat Kohli on Instagram. Do you know what the reason was?
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
This is absurd.
So you don't know the answer to that.
Clearly I don't know the answer to that one.
So apparently what happened was that Maxwell had made fun of Kohli getting injured and then Kohli got angry and blocked him and then they became friends. This is the story. So okay, let's do a follow-up. Have you ever blocked anybody on Instagram or has somebody blocked you and you're like,
yeah, man, easily. I've blocked so many people on Instagram, but mostly guys who use abusive language and like who kind of just propagate hate and, I understand people have criticisms and people have like anger and all that, but it's okay if it's just like you're sharing it with, you're upset with someone and you're just sharing your disappointment. But here you're being abusive not just towards the player, but you're being abusive to their family, their extended family. It just like is ugly. So those kind of people
for sure, I don't understand. Like a lot of people wear it as a pride badge, where it's like I got blocked by X, and I'm like, why are you happy? Why is this like a achievement in your life, dude?
But people do that. I think people like the fact that they got some form of attention from someone, but they don't understand that attention is to only kind of discard negativity from an individual's life.
Yeah, I've been blocked on Twitter by 2 people. By 2 cricketers.
You were just saying it. You don't wear it as a badge of honor, and you're talking about.
No, but
stop it.
I definitely deserved it.
Stop it.
I was very happy to deserve it. I'm sure I did something. So one was Vinod Kamble, who I, by the way, love. Like I've always, like for 2 years, he was my favorite cricketer of all time, and then I realized that there was just too many ball jokes. So he's like blocked. I'm like, deserve it. So I'm not even like proud of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure I must have said something like an ass. So, yeah. Anyway, next.
Who's the other one?
Shrikant.
Sri?
Yeah, I think I must have said some stupid joke, and he was like probably in a place where he's like, I'm sick of these bloody idiots, so feel free, And I'm not even a badge of honor. I'm like, hey, what did I say? I'm so sorry. So,
Given the kind of crap that you comedians get in trouble for, this is tame.
This is tame, Which country has the top T20I team score ever? Just name if you can name the team.
Zimbabwe.
Correct. Well, good job, Robin Uthappa. $1 for you, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so rich. This is a tough one. Who is Pakistan's current white ball coach?
Jason Gillespie. Oh no, Jason Gillespie is red ball coach. White ball coach was Gary Kirsten. Now I think will be Azhar Mahmood.
Oh my God, you know the actual answer? I thought the answer was no one. So I was researching that.
Right now, Azhar Mahmood.
Oh my God, that's $2. You know inside information. Do you know this? There were 3 players that were featured in both the scorecards when India was out for 36 and 46. Can you name one player who was in both the scorecards for India?
Yeah, Virat.
Do you know the other two?
3 players that were actually there.
Yeah, that actually batted.
Bumrah.
Very good.
KL Rahul.
Oh, no.
No. Wait, don't take my dollar away.
It's getting intense.
I want to win this dollar. wait, I'll tell you.
Do you want a clue or anything?
No, Ajinkya was not there.
Yeah.
Ravindra Jadeja.
No.
He was not there in the 36th.
No, but that's why we had no left-handers. That's why they decided to have the left-hander policy after that, right?
Oh, yeah. Ashwin.
Yeah, well done,
Yeah.
Robin Uthappa.
Shit.
With the win.
What
My God, this guy knows things,
80
man.
cents. No,
Yeah.
$1. 80 cents you give me.
Yeah. No, I'll give you full. It's,
80 cents.
It's going to cost a lot to me. The amount I'm making from Hong Kong cricket sixes is going to you. One cricketer recently, it was found that his Instagram bio said part-time cricketer. Who was the cricketer?
Oh, I know this one. Part-time. Oh gosh, it's not an Indian player, but I know this one.
I don't think any Indian player would say I'm a part-time cricketer.
Yeah, he'd get dropped.
Immediately, they're like, hey, seriously,
It's I know this one.
So, by the way, all
It
these
must be an Englishman or an Australian. Couldn't be from any other country.
You know, I hate to say it, but it's neither of those.
What?
Yeah. And it's somebody who did really well recently, just now, like literally now.
What does the rest of his bio say? Part-time cricketer?
I think something golf, full-time golfer or something like that. I mean, I know you're looking for some clues which would say, what is... Think of who's done some crazy performances over the last 2 weeks.
Sikandar.
No.
Sikandar has got some insane performance.
I'll give you a very easy clue. Against India.
Oh, some Kiwi guy.
Yeah.
Santner.
Yes!
Really? He's a part-time cricketer. Yeah.
You did it. I like how you think and you actually get the answers, dude. I get more confused. I would have said, is it Russell Crowe? What is the highest score in the Hong Kong cricket sixes? Or name the team. If you get even like within 10 runs, great.
Bro.
And just guess. There's no way you're going to know. So you can just like throw it.
156.
Oh my God, you're way... in 5 overs.
Yeah.
That would be like 26 runs an over.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
But bro, there were 4 fielders. There are 4 fielders and then there's one medium bowler. Like they're bowling from 8 steps. And it's played on AstroTurf. All the possibility of scoring 156 runs.
It is. I think now, this year, it might actually happen. You're right though. This year might happen. I'll give you a clue. It was based on the previous answer. The
Kiwi guy.
Yeah, it was New Zealand and this got 124. Now that it's back after the whole T20 explosion, yeah, that 156 looks likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they've scored like 220 in 90 ball games and all.
Yeah.
So
in your T10s and all also,
yeah,
it's like
T10s
crazy
we
number.
got like 200 and all. So
okay, so it's going to get broken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 124 is a good score actually.
Yeah.
In all fairness, in 5 overs.
But that was like way back, I think in 2014 or something. So it's been a decade since then. So yeah. Okay, here's the last question. Which Indian cricketer shares a name with the Bhojpuri singer?
Manoj Tiwari.
That's an easy one.
But he's also an actor.
Yeah, he's an actor. And a cricketer. Let's not forget that.
And a politician.
That's my introduction whenever I interview Manoj Tiwari. It's like, I wrote all of it. I'm like very proud. I'm like, Lollipop Lage Hua. It's the song. So that's not bad. You got like, how many? You got 5 out of 7.
What did I get wrong?
You got Maxwell wala wrong. You got...
I didn't know why he was blocked.
Yeah.
Like, why will I know that? Why would anyone know that?
Because it's in the news. His book expose has been everywhere. Where they reveal the first chapter of the book.
Timed it right before the auction. That's some great timing, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's retained by all of them. RCB is like, now we must retain him. Okay, that's great, man. Good job. 5 out of 7.
Retained by RCB?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't think
I mean, I don't think so.
Let me see the retentions.
That's great, man. 5 out of 7 is not bad. Here at Hong Kong Cricket Sixes, I want to ask you, what is your sort of nostalgic, because we all grew up a little bit watching Hong Kong Cricket Sixes. I mean, you were playing cricket, so I don't know how much of it you watched actually.
I watched,
Yeah.
I watched. It was a lot of fun. watched a little bit of the Hong Kong cricket sixes, because back when we were watching it, T20 cricket wasn't even there.
Yeah.
You know, it was just one day cricket, and then there's you know, the sixes. So it's like, oh, you want to play the sixes? And I played a version of it in Bangalore. It used to be called the Cathedral Super Sixes.
Cathedral Super.
Yeah. It was a school in which they had these Super Sixes tournament, and we played that, and it was a lot of fun. So I have an inkling of what this tournament is about.
Yeah.
Because I've played it, and it's fun. You know, I've looked forward to this, man. I've watched Robin Singh and all bat here and smash the ball, and that's when I started rooting for him. Oh, I want this man to play for India. And all. And he eventually did, but yeah, I'm excited, yeah.
But also the Hong Kong cricket sixes, the most important thing is that you're going to be bowling.
Don't count on it yet.
Why? Are you going to be keeping?
There have been some changes in the playing conditions, my friend, so don't count on it.
Oh
so
man, I was looking forward to...
Maybe one... Yeah, you never know. One game. I'll definitely bowl with a cap, so in case I do get a wicket.
Anyway, I know you have a very busy day ahead. Thanks a lot, Robin. A pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Gracias. Now let's see if it is recording. Yes, you have achieved success.